Yeah.
That's fine. Do yours.
Okay. And the thing is, like, I mean, this is just a temporary thing, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Overtime.
Right.
I think Orem.
You know, the person who did the school was pretty much. I don't think they need structure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can see that.
Yeah. So you have Paris Eva.
This and all the great.
As well.
Okay. So.
Missing.
That's my sister-in-law.
Join
the people.
That is.
The chiropractor, you said you had it last year. You want to? Yeah. Well, let's leave it tonight, I'll just mention, I know, because I can't make any problems. I know, right? But I'm like, oh, I was hoping he would like her. I'll give you
Yeah.
money.
So each has.
Right? There was somebody that said that they wanted to sponsor. Okay.
So
Okay.
we have the.
Cause I'm sure they reached out, but I'm like, she's like,
So your cat, so let's go down.
Amanda with SRBSU. Oh, yeah, she reached out to me about doing an independent donation. That was today. Okay. I was gonna say, she wants to do premium.
You should.
She was just said, oh, I heard that, that's her, she said, I heard there was opportunity for income donation. Today. That's the first. So, I'll let you know when Trevor comes back with that.
And if you guys are on charge.
Yeah.
You want me to get you? You're awful.
It's been a while since we've started and ended the day. Takes you back to the triple deuce. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing. We can go ahead and get, we're just gonna start off with the budget. I'm leaving a little bit early, so I want to be here for the budget discussion. Katrina, I know, is gonna be here in a minute. She's just waiting for her husband to get home, I think. So is everybody good? We just jump into kind of the budget discussion, and Reed has a spreadsheet he'll share. And for those online, he's gonna share. Just go back to the meet.
Oh, I gotta share first. Okay.
He'll share his screen, so those at home will be able to see the budget. You can do that. You can do the share or just a tab. Share a tab.
Okay. This is the Summerfest budget that we've set. And this was shared with this, yes. This was sent out to you back in sometime in January, a few weeks ago. What we did, as we've done in years past, we've looked at the actual expenses and the actual revenues from the previous year. And based upon those expenses and other factors, I worked with Stephen and Kenneth to come up with a proposed budget for the 2022 celebration. So you can see on this spreadsheet, which again was shared with you, you should have a copy of this, an email sent to you with a link that you can pull this up and look at it to remind yourself of what the numbers are. But this column identifies the committee member and then the event that committee member is over. This column shows what was spent in 2021. You can see we spent a total of $105,566.48. Based upon that and other factors, we are recommending that the proposed budget is found in this column. So, Kenna, for the appreciation dinner, last year, she spent $4,009. This year, she said that she would probably need a little more, so the budget's been set at $4,500 for her. We would expect that Kenda doesn't go over $4,500 for that event. I mean, you probably all follow this with your own personal finances, so this rings true.
What happens if she does go over? What's the consequence?
If she goes over, then
I mean, it comes out of the.
then she,
budget.
yeah, it comes out of the book. If-
60,000, where's that?
right here, yep.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, so that was an increase that we reached out to the fireworks vendor and asked if they were, what the cost would be, and this is what they gave us. So if you feel that this is inadequate, you need to speak with Stephen or Kenna or with Kat, and we can see what can be done to increase it and the reasons why. But there were some increases in equipment rental, in fireworks. The difference is right here. If it's black, it means that more money has been given to that particular event. If it's red, it means it was dropped for some reason. So the budget for this next year is about $11,000 more than we spent last year. Okay, that's for the expenses. Again, if you have a number identified in this column, that's the number that we don't want you to exceed. When it comes to revenues.
And you already said it, just to repeat, if you know that there's something else you need.
Yeah, come to us.
Yeah, just come to us and we'll work through it. We want to have that set probably by the next meeting or so.
Yeah, this is the proposed budget. We want the committee to adopt the budget at the next meeting.
Yep.
Next is revenues. Some of you are here to spend money. Others of you are here to make money for us so that we can have the event.
The golden geese.
So we looked at the different events that we hold and figured out what we brought in last year. You can see that last year we spent $105,000 and we made $122,000. So yay us, we made a profit.
Dave Ramsey approves.
That's right.
But that is not counting like the overtime for
Correct.
staff and stuff like that. So just,
The city did end up, hey,
money in the end, but still.
yes, yeah, the extra would have gone to fund balance, which goes to pay for the overtime and stuff like that. But the actual overtime cost exceeded the, what was that, $17,000 that we made a profit on. So we have, this is the column that shows what we made last year. So Ashlie made $10,150 last year. The food vendors, where's food vendors? Right here, $19,200 last year. Well, we need you guys to keep earning that money. So as you make your plans, you will make sure that we're going to meet these revenue expectations. The big money maker last year, of course, is our sponsorships, and Kenna heads that up. Well, we set a budget right now of $116,400, and to balance that budget, these are the different areas that we need people to make money. And to balance that budget of $116,400, we need Kenna to make $49,700 in sponsorship money, which is less than last year. And she might make more. You can see that last year we made a profit because of Kenna's sponsorship
And we
efforts.
can give Ashlie Mann a break, $150 less is all we're saying.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm almost there.
So again, if you are here to spend Summerfest money, look at this column and don't go over that. If you are here to earn money for Summerfest, look at this column and do your darndest to meet that number or exceed it for the revenue guys, or what's the opposite of exceed? Stay under that number for the expenses. Are there any questions?
What comes out of the boutique? I mean, what's
Those are
spent?
credit card expenses.
Got it.
So
Okay.
we
Okay.
Credit card expenses, we don't have a line for credit card expenses. We just assign that expense to,
I was like, nothing really should come out.
that's right.
That does, okay,
Yes.
perfect.
Good question.
I understand responsive as far as who's. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the budget. Again, if you think that you are going to need more money, let Stephen know. If you don't think you need that much money, let us know and we'll happily decrease it too. If you think you're gonna make more money, let us know. But the key is try to focus in on those numbers and try your darndest to meet them. Okay, that's all I have for the budget.
Accepted.
Stop sharing.
I don't know. He comes straight forever. He's on. Okay.
Oh, you got.
Okay, welcome everybody. Sorry I was late. Didn't have a babysitter. Now babysitter, I'm here. So I would like to kick off asking for approval of the January 19th, 2022 meeting minutes. Hold on, Rita.
I did.
I will make a motion to approve it. I don't know.
No, yeah.
Make a motion, yeah.
There we go.
We need a second. Anyone second?
I read it all.
Thank you. All in favor? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, great. So let's start with the community member reports. Orem Talent, Shelly.
I like his new place to destroy.
I don't know much different than what we talked about last year, but we were kind of thinking of upping our challenge a bit. Being a little choosier, is this correct? Can you remind me what?
Oh, yeah, you're saying nothing but truth.
No more joke comedian.
Yeah, amazing. He probably won't make the cut this year.
We probably need to talk about, like, still, like, whether we're having, like, groups doing talents together, how we can do that.
Yeah.
I think maybe we have to have, depending on who you get, you know, maybe just have one for music, one for different categories.
Like
prize
one,
or something.
oh, a prize, okay, yeah.
Uh-huh.
'Cause I mean,
Kind of depending on who we get coming in.
yeah, the budget went from 0 to 1,000, so what's the 1,000 for? Is that prize money?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
We might get some good talent.
yeah, absolutely.
So I kind of thought, how can they do that? How can they get some of that? And so, anyone in here, if you personally know anyone that, or in your neighborhoods or wherever, family, whatever, that, you know, would be fun. I'd like it more than just music, but we'll get together and talk about
Yeah.
that. But I thought maybe I could go to, like the home theater or
Sarah,
or Center Stage and just see if we can support people that way.
Yeah.
He does like a little ad. Oh, yeah, they do on video. On video.
We talked about going to like the junior highs and high schools.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of like talent shows this time of year.
yeah, so we do have the contacts so that the schools can put that out,
Okay,
so we can do that.
great. So we just have I mean, we've always had enough talent, but.
Well, I think if we advertise that there's $1,000 worth of prizes, that'll bring out a different crowd.
I think so too.
Yeah. So, and especially if we say what the grand prize is, whether that's 500 or, whatever we feel is
Yeah,
appropriate.
this is gonna be very fun.
Yeah.
So doTERRA's gonna sponsor, and they are going to provide, the money, plus they're providing 10 baskets. We'll use 2 of them for the Orem Spirit Award winners, maybe a few for the band and the story of whatever. We might have a few of those baskets too available.
Sounds great.
If you have a band at the kickoff event, we usually have a band.
Okay, we also kind of talked last time about having groups, having a whole different. Groups, or just having them, letting them play for.
Well, yeah, I think, Char, we maybe had talked about having any band, like maybe get in on the afternoon entertainment.
Yeah, we traditionally haven't paid for afternoon, or we haven't paid for a lot of the stage talent entertainment. I pay a little bit here and there, but our council doesn't have a huge budget for it, so we try to, just pay for a few, but do whatever. I think the challenge with the band set up at one of the talent, it takes a long time to build a band.
Yeah, it throws off the flow of the show,
Right, acoustic, like not anything.
So I don't know if we say something
We
like,
could do like pianos, something like that.
we have the keyboard that they can, so that's always set
Okay,
up
so
there.
there's- Okay.
But I wonder, we talked about,
Last year, a group of young kids, they came up to me and they said, hey, you wanna play on the stage? And I was like, it's all good, you can do it. And they were like, please just let us play. So I let them play the last slot, which we usually kind of have not a last slot on Saturday because people are headed to the parade and all that. And they brought their audience.
Yeah.
Packed the joint and brought their audience. So, I mean.
Like the Jonas Brothers or something?
Was a younger,
That's cool.
younger band members, and I mean, their families came out, their friends came out. It was packed, and I paid them $100 because I paid a couple of other performers $100, but. So it just kind of depends on how it all works out. When audiences come with the town together.
Yeah.
Great.
My concern last year was when the groups, they were playing multiple numbers,
That's a lot of that.
that's not what they're instructed, is one number. What they do on stage is, we gotta get those cadence.
You can say disqualified.
Yeah, that's true, you break the whole crowd.
The dancers, like someone danced it and another group came in, I'm like, it's got long.
Maybe we say that the quicker you are, like that ranks high with the.
That's one of the categories.
Categories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even like America's Got Talent.
I would say, full horn.
They're more thought producers to that. But it kind of helps because we're gonna get.
What we get.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to limit it to solo performers, but that may not be possible.
Right.
Claire's so good, she could perform.
Oh, good, yeah. I mean, yeah.
But not the whole world, just one or two.
I think advertising is helpful. Anything else?
No, this one is kind of big.
Yeah.
Do you want to see again? I can ask.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
No.
No, tell them you paid $630,000 for it, that would care.
What about Mark? Could Mark MC?
I consider it asking if you would, I'm comfortable doing that.
Bring him back.
Everybody.
You get emotional there.
Yes, he wants to come to Saudi, I don't know. But I can ask, but, I mean.
Well, let's see if
Adam's very,
and this is just
very,
kind of, this is.
Adam is kind of- yeah.
Spain.
I just have like a
80%. I was waiting to see.
Okay.
Could we, if you don't mind jumping on, I gotta leave a little early. Couple things that Pete and I have been working on. We got everybody's orders for jerseys. Here's the issue, supply chain, they're not gonna get here in time.
Yeah.
Like, it literally, end of June is the shipment date on, which we thought 4 months out, we were good. But we're not, so, we've tried a lot of different things. I just don't know. I don't know. We can go with polos. We for sure can do that, I think.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to do something different. So I don't really have any thoughts on.
I guess, I mean, is everyone okay if some of them look different? Because, you know, we can get certain amounts
Yeah, there you go.
of
That's
different styles of jerseys. So like they'll all be white, they'll all be the same color, but they might be like slightly different cuts, slightly different shade. And if everyone's okay with like, you get kind of what you get.
Yeah.
And that, honestly, we don't know. We don't know.
Right. Some of us little bigger girls don't want to. I suppose we got that ham radio guy that helped with the parade and the very insistent on getting.
We can get them t-shirts for
We
sure.
don't have them on the list already.
We'll get them t-shirts, but yeah, the jerseys are kind of for like
Us.
this crew.
Yeah.
shirts.
So we're very sure.
I'm getting a shirt.
Shirt company reach out today.
Who?
I just have, she knows.
I do.
It's the one you told me about. The called this morning.
Oh, the gear.
Yeah,
The
the gear.
SB something.
So I'm just waiting to hear back from.
So we'll do that. Just get some
SRBS.
different jersey. I mean, we're gonna try to get as many as we can. There's just gonna be some different ones.
They're all offbeat, but.
Yeah.
The other thing that you could do is if we can, you could find out everyone's favorite soccer team.
I don't think we're gonna request on it.
Yeah, and then just have our Summerfest t-shirts.
People who don't like soccer at all.
Oh, they're wrong.
They're wrong.
It could be American football of the season.
Yeah.
I was.
How do we get everybody Matt Gay jerseys? Because
This would be the year. This would be good.
Yeah.
Make him grand marshal next
Yeah.
If he wins, it's part of the incentive package.
year. Right.
I think that's the only thing I wanted to be sure to cover. Again, carnivals, we mentioned last time, kind of all the updates to the carnival contract. We still don't have final, I mentioned this already, final details on pricing, because with the way inflation's going, they can't commit to anything. Which nobody's really willing to commit more than like a month or two out on anything.
Yeah.
Anywhere. So. Is there anything else administratively, Pete, that we've been talking about that?
And I think the jerseys was the big thing.
Yeah.
So just so you know, it's Steve's birthday today. So happy birthday.
Yes,
That's an excuse to leave early.
What's that?
Can't leave early.
Just his birthday.
It's actually going to be on Men's. So
Okay.
Better.
that's Trump's birthday too.
And my kids probably said you could make it a double.
Yeah.
I
So,
did it on my birthday.
I mean, yesterday. So hey, I
Yeah.
did there too.
It's all of us.
So-
Yeah, yeah.
so make sure you grab some for your leave.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Thanks so
everybody. Okay, boutiques.
Ashlie. Okay, so a couple things that we talked about last time. Boutiques are now open, so there's lots
Seems like a ton are coming in.
coming into my email. I didn't know it was attached to my email, but there's a lot coming in.
I'm gonna attach to it.
Oh, there you go. Okay. There's a lot. Okay.
No?
And it's good. There's a lot of people, so we did switch the structure of like picking your spot. We upped it to 200. And so if they wanted to pick their spot, then they could do that. And a lot of people are actually picking that.
That's
So
awesome.
they're really excited about picking their own spot.
And that's kind of the new theme, right?
Yeah, so we'll do like probably like a open sometime, like they'll be accepted and then we'll have like kind of a date that it opens. And then you can
And
get
then
on
anybody
and.
can-
Are there ones that have come in so far that you know are in for sure? Like you're gonna take, or you just wanted to look at them all?
I'll look at them.
Okay.
Yeah, and if it's possible to get those like printed,
Oh, sure. Do you want them printed as they come or you just want them all at one time?
it doesn't matter. Like we can wait a couple months.
Okay.
cause I kind of know some of the ones that are gonna be repeat. My question to the group is, we've gone back and forth and back and forth. Last year, we did a hard line of no, like, businesses, and, cause we kind of did away with the business showcase, yada, yada, yada. We had a lot of negative feedback on that, though. And in the end, we had so many people drop out. I don't know if it was COVID, their supply chain issues, getting their stuff to be able to make it into the boutiques. That probably was a big thing. But we had quite a few drop out, and then we were kind of like scrambling to fill those with random, the chiropractors and the, you know, different businesses. I'm wondering if we do just select like a handful or even 10 this year, just to get businesses kind of back in a little bit. I know it's not boutique-y, and I was one that was very, very against it because I didn't love the feel. But it is, again, very, the feedback on it's been very negative.
Not having it.
So I'm just wondering, what are your thoughts? Like, do we open it up to putting a few of those businesses in?
How many is your total? How many do you have?
I have 68.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say
So, I think
61.
10 would be reasonable.
But we had talked about at the car show, having a business showcase.
We did,
Yeah.
we did.
And I
So,
don't know where that's currently at. If
yeah,
that's
That's
something we
the
can
other thing I
do.
did want to, bring up, is do we provide that avenue of, you come to the car show, I'm even good if it's no cost, but
right,
you've got to provide a game, something for the kids to
Right.
play.
Mhm.
And then you at least have somewhere to send them.
right. I mean,
And
I
we
can
have to
reach
look at-
out to those.
Yeah, we have to limit the number of spots there too, just so it doesn't get
Right.
insane.
When they have to bring all their stuff.
Yes,
Like,
yeah,
they
Yeah,
have to
tables,
bring-
tents,
Yeah,
the cherry
yeah.
plate.
Yeah,
I
'cause-
like that better than letting in one to the boutique, just because you open that door just a little bit, the next year you're gonna have so many more. And then you can't, not everybody and their dog that wants to come
We
in,
have-
and then you're like,
What
how do you
about-
handpick just
Is it
a
Orem
couple?
only, is it Utah County businesses, or how do you pick that too?
Yeah,
What about if you tie it to a sponsorship, if they sponsor a certain amount, and,
yeah, because a lot of them have asked, like, if
you know,
They can have
$10,000
food,
sponsorship will let you.
I,
We'll let you have a $200 booth for $10.
it's easy. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking through some of my, like, submissions, and like, there's been quite a few, like, chiropractors and
Yeah.
and things that people just wanna hand out, like, garage door things, and just, you know, book their things in advance, but I'm like, it's not boutique-y, I don't love it, I never have.
So maybe what you do is have a waiting list of like 5 in case you need.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
that's
mean?
basically what we did last year.
Right,
Like,
and
oh,
then we could just have it at a showcase,
uh-huh,
because I've had a few wanting to do it.
yeah,
Because I think if there's something engaging for the kids, it's a good idea.
yeah,
yeah, and I like having them at the car show, because then we say, you gotta bring a game for the kids, you've gotta include something for the kids, and then you have the cars and people can be walking around and see the chiropractors, the solar
Right.
panels, the garage doors, and
And it helps, I think,
All
make
that other
make the
stuff.
car show a better event for children. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, the cars are cool, but that's not gonna keep a kid's interest.
no,
yeah,
And we've had, the things we tried to bring for kids have been, some of them have been tough,
Yeah.
like we've always brought that train,
mhm,
it goes about 2 miles an hour.
yeah,
And the line gets, I mean, so that's.
And
People
it's
walking
forever,
faster than
forever,
that.
yeah.
Forever.
yeah,
We brought that big bus once, kind of, that didn't work out very well, got stuck and had to get towed out. So the really, now we got in the trunk, the talk's been great, but I do think if you had like a line of kind of kids' games,
For sure.
we should have.
Kind of candy drop was kind of weird because they said they were gonna go and then they did, and then they dropped where they said.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do the candy, but that's just hard, that's really
Yeah.
hard to do. But there's never enough candy for kids, so you have twice as many kids try as get candy.
and then you have kids getting run over by other kids.
Yeah.
Adults, or the adults, yes, right,
So-
kids run over by adults.
yes, uh-huh,
So-
Okay.
So maybe then, if everybody's good with that, what we need to figure out is how many can we fit?
Mhm.
What's a reasonable number, and what would be the messaging to them, right? Is it gonna be no fee, a small fee? The nice thing about a small fee is the skin in the game of, hey,
Yeah, I would do.
when you do no fee, it's like, I'll sign up, and then I'll decide
right.
whether I wanna go the night before, you know?
I'd do $100, I'd do 100, 200, $100.
Yeah, so maybe the small fee and then kind of what they need to expect to bring. if you put something like that together and get it to you before the next meeting,
Yeah.
then if somebody reaches out, you can send that and say, hey, here's an opportunity for you.
Right. I just think if you want to be, and this has been my rule all along, if you want to be in the boutique, you have to be selling something.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, and plus, a lot of people come to the car show.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tons.
it has
Freedom.
Right,
a
it's
huge
busy.
crowd, so you can sell that to them too, say, look, there's a lot of this car show, you can get a lot of people to talk to.
It's just the one day that might deter them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, is it worth bringing all of my stuff for the one couple hours? So, we'll see,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll see. Okay,
it's an option.
let's go that route, and I
What's your
think that's
boutique
good.
cost? What's the lowest price in the boutique?
125.
Okay, so I think we just need to price accordingly, because if we charge 100 and they're getting one night versus,
You're right.
so I think if we did like $50 or
50
something.
bucks.
50 sounds right.
50. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will get all of that to you by the early next week.
We get a free meal.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay. Sorry, just writing some notes.
Tim, where do you think that could work? Like a business showcase in the park is
Okay, I was like, where do you want it? Is it mingling with the cars? Is it its own little thing off to the?
The path like it was before.
Yeah, do you do it along the path? Do you do it along around the playground? Because there'll be a new playground there, right? By that time.
We have cars going past the playground already.
Oh, do you?
Another question that needs to come back to is power. Do we have to try to supply more power?
Yeah, no
Do
power.
they have to be able to either supply their own power or no power?
All right, or friend nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
The only spot, really, in my opinion, that's left without big of crowds can be in the southeast open field, just kind of past the garden area.
Right.
Oh, on the
What time
opposite
does
side.
the car show start? Cause could we start that a little bit earlier or?
John.
Like 5-ish.
John.
Yeah, it opens, if I can recall, it's at 6.
What time does the car show start?
I think it starts at 6. However, I can't remember, but I think everybody starts coming around 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks.
okay. That's
See,
helpful. 'Cause-
I feel like if we put them on that other side, they're gonna feel like they're out of the action, you know?
Yeah, possibly, but there's not a whole lot of room when you pack everything in. I mean, it was pretty tight last year, getting the 150 cars we had.
Do we need to cap the cars?
If you put it along there,
Put it
though,
along
you
the
have the lines for the food, and that gives people.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
Yeah, between the sidewalk and the Sierra Shell.
It's a busy corner right there.
It is.
Our food delivery. and-
What about where the jumpy house is
Oh, sure.
Works in that.
That was,
So behind where we have the food, there's the big round open field, because you know I have cars last year, but you can put it there along that sidewalk where the line is for the food.
Going along the shelf.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the
So
other
in
side.
between the sidewalk and the Sierra Shell.
I think that'd work.
Then they get the people there.
Not blocking the sidewalk, because that's where your
If you want, we'll make it
things
happen.
go.
Yeah, but we'll talk about what makes sense too.
Right, we'll make it happen.
And we can't, I think we just said, no, we can't bring power.
Yeah.
I think they'll get plenty of kids.
I think most of the, I think, well, I guess power if they do different things, but I was gonna say, they don't really need lights because the events
That's
kind
during
of.
the-
Yeah, that's true. The event's
Before
over
the
before
stuff
it's even
goes
dark.
down, it kind of dies out,
Yeah,
so.
Cool.
And Whitney's bringing their car wash.
And they'll have a new structure.
that's perfect.
Okay.
That's always fun.
Awesome. Hey, food vendors.
Jim, you have,
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
Okay. We opened up applications for food vendors on March 1st, and as of this morning, we've had 23 different vendors apply. It's a good assortment, a lot of variety so far. There are quite a few that want double spaces, and there were 4 or 5 that indicated that they would like to be a sponsor. I will work with Ken over the next week or 2 to kind of identify those and see how to best move forward with that. We'll keep it open until March 11th, and hopefully by the next meeting, we'll have a pretty good vetted list of who we're looking at and try to finalize that and notify the food vendors before the end of March, what they're looking at.
Perfect.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's going really good. There really haven't been any glitches or anything yet.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, crossing our fingers.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem will be trying to keep down the number of food trucks and trailers in order to have room for the 23 or 22 vendors that we actually pick.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it on food.
Great, awesome, thanks. Okay, Annie is not here. So we'll skip children's crafts. John, car show.
Yeah, again, everything is going well with that. I've talked to JC. We're advertising, promoting. I'll just have to have Peter make up some flyers here in the next month or so I can take them out to the car shows that are going on. The one thing, as you were talking about, maybe having, correct me if I'm wrong, but having booths at the car show. Just keep in mind that the lineup for the food, that sometimes goes, actually goes right along the sidewalk. Now that can be a good thing or a bad thing for the vendors. So just keep that in mind that they don't move very fast. And so you might have people standing in front of their booths for quite a while, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I think we'll have good numbers this year. So we're hitting it a little bit earlier, which is good. So.
Awesome. Thanks, John.
Oh, John, question is, would it help to have a pre-registration for you? If, what information do you need from people?
No, a lot of people, it's funny, car shows don't do that really anymore. The only thing that's the emphasis is signing up when you get there, mainly for insurance purposes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, Peter, I think that was you, but I wouldn't even worry about sign up pre-registration. It's up to you, but again, a lot of these people just show up.
Okay.
If we can help you with that, avoid that, then either way is good.
We've always done, and people are already signing up, and it was just a way to kind of get a sense of how many to expect.
Yeah, well, and that's fine. Yeah, we can leave it that way. I think 200 plus is our number, so
wow,
I go with that.
Awesome.
And pray for good weather for the whole event.
Every fourth year.
Okay, hospitality tent, and Rotary breakfast, everything's go on that. I did have one question. Is Smith's the only sponsor for?
We're still.
Okay, nope, just trying to plan and budget. Sounds good. Okay, that's all of that. Haeli.
I got her email. Okay, yes. So questions for the baby contest. She is wondering, last year the city purchased Target gift cards and got United Way kits for the winter prize baskets. Are we counting on those again this year?
So United Way is doing something that won't be that.
Okay.
They're
And
figuring
then
it out.
the Target gift cards, or
We'll get those.
we'll get those. Okay. We can let her know that. And then we aren't sure about baby blankets for the swag bags because they've not heard from Minky.
So Minky is not donating this year. So I still need to follow up if they'll let us buy them.
Okay.
For $5, but they did not donate this year.
All right. Okay.
Remind them now.
Sorry, we lost our man.
They are buying it after the magazine, so they are contributing, but they're not doing the sponsoring.
And then her third is we had discussed the possibility of allowing those who donate raffle baskets to set up booths outside the rec center for those who are specifically targeting parents with babies and may not be joining the regular boutique. Thoughts? Is this even a possibility?
So the rule of the rec center is you're not allowed to sell anything. So I guess if it was just informational, That's probably something we could do, but it's pretty strict on not selling anything. Okay.
Okay, I'll respond. That's all for her.
Okay, awesome. And storytelling festival, Ashlie.
So she's not here, but we did meet with the mall. Everything is for the mall is ready to go. I don't know about anything else. We are looking at the possibility of doing the Taste of the UP idea. We have 4 interested restaurants right now: Texas Roadhouse, Chick-fil-A, Churro Company, and Starbucks.
Oh, wow.
So that ice cream would be sandwich. So we're trying to, Steven's still on the fence on it, so we're trying to, but those are all interested. I sent out a letter, I wrote a letter, Jared took out the letter, and I haven't had the responses, so that was pretty good. So told them we would get back with them. So I don't know if you guys want to go ahead and try that, but we have those 4. So Starbucks would do a cookie of some sort, maybe this drink that they have. A churro would do, probably churro. Texas Roadhouse might do their rolls, which I think people would love.
Stays on the.
And then I think that's better. Well, I mean, they had said that they could, like, Texas Roadhouse said they could just hand out like appetizer gift cards, but I said, well, that's, we're trying to feed people. So I'm like, I think rolls would be good, and that's. And then. Yeah. Could take all. And then they will, I think Chick-fil-A said something about brownies, and that's what they're gonna have, so we can try it. We'd offer them probably $250 each, said the cost of food, and then, it's a nice, nice thing. So I think people they will pursue that then if that's what everyone wants us to do. They think we'll put them in each of the pergolas. So I mean, if you've been at the orchard, there's the pergolas, and that's where we would put, I think, the Taste of the UP people.
Do you think we'll get more, or is that it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we were kind of seeing what we were gonna get. We would have to spread the wealth a little, or we might, if we got more, we might add more budget to it just to have more.
And those are kind of
opportunities. I don't know if they would have taken one there, just because it's not a restaurant per se. But they have some. They have food. I don't know. I don't guys Jared took one there. I don't know. They usually do something for either the VIP tip or the barbecue. Okay. I just haven't gotten one.
Will the mall cover everything for that, or I need to get anything extra?
Everything would be covered that way.
That's your night off for Summerfest.
What is that?
What vacation, huh? Okay, awesome, thank you. Bill, student marshals.
So far, the schools get back with me, even though the deadline was the first this month. So I'm gonna be making phone calls and following up with them, hopefully we'll have that filled out for me.
You gotta wear your highway patrol stuff when you go in. Man, respect.
The only one that are close to me already replied,
That's not.
Yeah, we'll see, it should be, usually it's called. It's just. And the one that I called last year already replied, so.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, they learned their lesson.
Yeah, 3 more than last year.
Yes, that is 3 more than that.
And Phil is on board. So leadership is on board. I
figured.
Have you heard from Harmon's about?
Kirby left, so I gotta find a new bakery guy.
Oh, okay, at Harmon's.
I don't know, I gotta focus on something else. Home enforcement takes a lot of my time.
Okay. The pies, yeah. Okay, pool party.
That was just easy. That's like the easiest event of the week, honestly. And I mean, the hospital's on board, right?
Yeah,
Orem community.
Well, it's great. Well, I'm not sure.
Is that what you want?
I'm moving into pool party.
If you-
Someone else can have it.
If you recommit, yeah, we'll put you on the board.
Yes.
You have to join the city staff.
Oh, okay.
So, is Dairy Queen supplying stuff?
Well, you know how John is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. Okay.
Well,
I didn't know we were.
I'm not too worried about it.
No, I didn't know if you happened to hear from them.
No, I
so
haven't.
Just ask you.
He's been contacted 3 times.
Yeah.
You must be
10
busy.
times the charm.
All you did, we'll plan on you unless you're different.
Yeah.
That's right.
I should talk to them that like next year. Planning on you.
Yeah. And you're like, what? Oh.
Like, it's even tricky. I mean, he's great, but it's even tricky the day of when we go to pick him up. I'm always like, I sure hope they're here.
I mean,
Me too.
they've never failed us, but
They
it always
never
feels like they're
but
going
then
to.
always feel a little,
Yeah.
Yeah, I always walk up to the kids working and I'm like, I'm supposed to be picking up some Philly bars. Just talk to your managers. Yeah,
we have lots of good donors, they're just sometimes,
no, they're good.
like I've never heard Taco Meat, so I gotta work on them. some more. Okay, those are good. Yeah, that's important. Steven
Yes.
taught you some of that.
That's what keeps it-
So we all.
That's what keeps it going.
The funny thing is they usually give me the hamburger though, which I think is funny, that's not usually get a hamburger. Their fries are.
Another friend. Okay, Grand Parade, Liz said that she was double booked tonight, so she can't come, but she said Vanessa.
I've got a long list.
All right.
So, right, okay, the applications are open and we've got 1 application. Working at least. We have somebody. That's gonna happen. Liz is got contact she's gonna reach out to. I don't know if anyone else has more back, but if you have, let us know. The Pady brothers have done in the past, but I don't know. I think they checked out last time, like last minute, so I don't know why or the reason for that, but, okay, second thing, they wanted a golf cart for parade day, and who we've used in the past no longer has them. So I put in a word with, Sleepy Ridge, and I'm looking into potentially a rental situation, but I don't know. So if anyone has any leads on a golf cart or even like a side-by-side we could use for Saturday, let us know.
Okay.
Otherwise, it looks like it's about $250 to rent one.
I'll rent mine if you want.
You have a seven?
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll rent it. Oh, I would love it.
That'd be great.
How did I get you?
No, not the city.
Mostly just to coordinate back and forth from the staging to the main, if like for a meal or anything too, or anybody has to go back and forth, so.
Let me try, I have a rain day, friend that owns a rental company, let me see.
You have got me some funds from Sleepy Ridge, it has some issues with that.
Okay, so I did reach out to Lucy, I know.
They're gonna let me start. Yeah. Yeah.
We need updates. Yeah, so if anyone has leads on that, email me. Okay. I have a truck, that's. I don't know if there's something from. We're gonna call it. I don't know. Which neighbor?
Are they looking for just 2-seater or 4-seater?
I think what I read on that, if we happen to be able to let them have 2 of them, awesome, but if 1 is necessary, yeah.
Maybe we could put a true smart card. They're full electric. Doing everything.
Especially useful once the road closes.
This is what needs to say, please.
Yeah. These guys are.
Hey, Tim,
Yes,
you guys give us a side-by-side, right?
I do.
And then we use the one at the range? Is that what we do?
I give you 2 of them, but I use them heavily until I give them to you.
Okay.
If you want to use a 3rd one, go and bring something else down, but I got 2 that usually get you for the parade round.
So let me look and make sure. I think I know we use them, but,
We have time, so.
okay. Yeah, let me just verify with our bibs and see if that's one that we can maybe just allow you guys to use. So when the parade starts, let me ask you, when the parade starts, do they need the cart?
Should not need it
Okay.
by the start time.
Okay, because we might be able to allow you guys to use it, but I know they're using it during the parade.
They gotta go up and down.
And so they can go up and down. And
So
so,
they look it back.
so that might be something. that might be able to
Because that
work.
works.
Where you're.
Very, very effective.
There's a lot more condensed, you go down the whole street thing.
It's just like the wave, you know?
Right.
It was so well last year, so they're not able to, because there's 2 exits on that street, what's that, B 800? So there's 2 exits, she was able to do 1 and then B and then C. and
Right,
then D.
how much of the golf cart get used now?
Often, and actually last minute, she even had to send, we didn't have a volunteer shift, send one of her kids to go get something, and so it's kind of like craziness, so it really helps with coordinating. If we can at least have one, she really wanted to,
You got 2 in the past.
but 1 is like necessarily, so, yeah.
So you guys have given us 2. Speaking of that, are you guys going to stage again on 8 East? And how far are you going to stage? I know you staged in the parking
Staging
lot.
in class,
So how far do we need to, because we closed off,
right at the intersection,
well, we closed off at 4th South
okay.
and all the way to 8th. And so the question is, and we closed that down early,
Yeah,
because in the past, I think you guys put them on the floats on the street. But if that's not going to happen,
I think that may happen because that was another item, we might have more vans, so we might have to put the floats on the street on, so at 400 and on maybe.
can I make a suggestion? Can you put, and this is just something we dealt with, the bagpipers, they were slow, put them in the front.
I heard that suggestion already, yeah, okay.
Whoever's slow,
Yeah,
put it in the front.
slow, little late
Because
or
they'll keep the pace
slow
versus
late.
creating a gap where you have people running in and out of the streets, and we're trying to keep them out of the streets.
I like that idea, I think they can go really close to the front, yeah.
Sorry.
No, I think she even has that as a note, like she, whether you mentioned it or someone.
Yeah, it was mentioned before.
Because last year we had that huge gap.
And we're trying to control that gap. You
Yeah,
know, and we did, and that's where those golf carts come in. And then also with your entries, if you have semi trucks that are not gonna be able to make it going into the parking lot,
okay,
it would be nice to have some type of color code system, like green, like if we know ahead of time, so when they're coming down Center Street going westbound, last year, we kind of adapted it. We let them go past our barrier, which is right in front of the city, in front of the police department, and let them stage, because there's nothing coming eastbound. So they could unload, do whatever they want, and then we sent them west. Or if they can make a right down Center Street. The other one's turning into the Smith's parking lot.
Okay, I think there are a few flatbeds that'll be used like for the potentially the Grand Marshal's baby contest, so there might be a few.
So as we get
Those are the
closer,
larger people.
yeah, as we get closer, it might be nice just to have something so the officer knows that you're flagged through, like, hey, that person can go straight, like we're gonna, because there's a few cars that are at the very end that's guiding people.
Are you thinking that's like mostly Center Street,
Pardon, that we're gonna send them down Center Street.
send them down Center?
Yeah,
They don't need the church parking lots to manage, or the Smith's parking lots to manage.
Yeah, well, no, that's not the main issue. The main issue is they go on to Smith's and then they're stuck.
Yeah.
At
They
the
can't-
end of the parade route?
At the very end, so instead of getting them stuck and clogging up traffic, just, hey, go straight, have your people unload. I don't care if your car's over there, doesn't matter, you're going straight or you can take a right. And
hit State Street?
And they keep going down Center, or they can take a right and go northbound on State.
Okay.
So they can either go first, they can either go straight or they can go right hand turn. Because we've closed down, I believe we've closed down those lanes. We closed down those lanes because people that are coming into Smith's, they're doing a right-hand turn to go northbound.
Northbound lanes are closed.
The northbound lanes are closed.
Right lane.
Yeah.
So instead of them going into the parking lot, instead of going into the parking lot,
Yeah.
right? And then going and doing like, letting people unload and then having to get back on State Street just to head north. We're doing them somewhat of a favor to allow them to either go west
Straight.
or still go north.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they do need that place to unload.
Yeah, and that's why in front, they have like, think about from the entrance of Sitter, like where the flags are. It's probably like, I don't know, 100, 200 feet.
It's kind of a dead area right there with
Yeah.
no traffic, nothing stays there.
And depending on where they want to
Maybe
go.
they can unload there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, because they can unload, there's 2 lanes of travel
Yeah.
that we can stack them up. But we're not gonna let everybody, because you're gonna have some people that are gonna want to go straight, because they don't want to get stuck in Smiths. So it's kind of a nice amenity for those bigger vehicles,
Okay.
to be able to have that choice.
I feel like they would kind of be obvious because they're huge or like close to.
Some, not necessarily, because there was, not necessarily.
Okay.
Because there was one float that were like, you can go, no, we can't. I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. And yeah, but we'll work with you. It's just one of those things where.
Do a traffic planning before.
Yeah.
You get that set up.
Or one of the things, and it's putting more on me, is
Sorry.
going down, no, it's fine, going down there and just looking at, and just logistically looking at which floats may need that.
Okay, oh, like they,
Yeah, when they're staged in the parking lot. You know?
maybe we can just have some like laminated, like windshield
Yeah,
colors and stuff.
or something, give to the drivers, they can just hold it out as they're coming up, because they're going like 2 miles an hour. Something like that. Yeah. But that way, because we're pretty stiff with them, no, you will go that way, do not stop, go.
Right.
This parking lot, go in this.
But maybe you need 2, you need one like, I'm going down center, I need to go.
No, no, everybody's going in the Swins parking lot,
Except for,
except, let's say, big semi, which you definitely can see that.
you know,
Once they're in that little area, and then with your guys' prep, just let them know that they're unloading. They gotta get quick about unloading.
it's gotta be quick.
Yeah, because, I'm waiting for someone to pick, no, keep moving. Like, we're gonna push you all the way south,
Yeah.
because you're gonna they clog up that intersection. And last year, we tried to do 2 turns. We did one by Loop Dock, like people that need a little bit more time, so hey, keep going down to Loop Dock, and then you can make that right-hand turn.
In the lot.
In the lot. And so just whatever information we're sending out when these people are signing up,
This is where you can unload.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And we're gonna try to get them quick, like, and then they need to identify, your kids are gonna be in the Swins parking lot, so,
Right, usually that's the biggest question, where are they going to go?
yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
okay, no, like, that was already on our notes, and Liz is trying to frantically get his lot notes. Trying to get everything from last year and things like that, she had mentioned that, you guys wanted some kind of a system there. Yeah, so I mentioned briefly, you're trying to get some more bands, and I will message Stephen about maybe upping the budget for that, because typically they're given some kind of a scholarship at the end, yeah. Yeah, and it's not something we really have to talk about, but other than just have that budget ready, if we do, because, I mean, we have enough slots, we could really fill up all bands in the area if they wanted to come. So I'm just reaching out to them. I'm probably about 12 years removed from being a student teacher in the marching band, but I will find and get a hold of everybody and just kind of see who wants to be involved. Ham radio guys, I think Liz has contact for, but if someone else has their contact information, you need it. Cute. Stevenson. Stevenson?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've been told they are amazing, and we always need really good people that can be there and coordinate traffic, and just to show up. They sound like they're the people to do it, so we'll touch base.
Yeah, I've already talked to them. They're planning on being there. We usually have anywhere between 15 and 20 to help with the parade and the fireworks.
Okay, and I've heard before that they like getting their t-shirts, so we want to make sure we get a head count, so we can get those for them.
Okay, yeah, I'll see if I can get a head count. They definitely like swag. That's their fun stuff that they get to show off the events. They all have a collection.
Yeah, that's a crucial job, so if we can get them coordinated on that, that's amazing. We've already kind of come up with details on the parking lot, how we can find that better. I think all we need is like a table and a canopy.
We'll send a thing, just to put in.
Did you not ask about it, like, the traffic like last thing? And
We're gonna do that soccer. Like big on the shirt. I think they're gonna be. The other option is a little bit more. Yeah, we're gonna do shirts and problems. Last year, the blue. People like those shirts.
And then last thing is.
Same brand.
Well, kind of last thing. Oh, yeah, okay. We need some kind of signage and we can print it, or you can print it that just says, this parking lot's closed for trades today. We posted at the parking lot entrances that day.
Well, we've got those signs, those electronic signs.
Yeah.
I don't know if those are good to use.
They use that for traffic.
The big ones for like street parking.
Yeah.
They're all used up.
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, it's there.
Some A-frames?
A-frames?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, A-frames. You put stuff on.
Okay.
We can tape a sign to A-frame. Perfect. So I think, I'm gonna say there's at least 3 or maybe 4 driveways, so we need probably, I'd say 4 of those.
Okay, you're talking about in the parking lot.
Just at the entrance of the parking lot.
So we might use some of our police barriers.
Yeah, anything like that, construction, A-frame, police barrier.
Well, it says police, and then you put whatever in the middle. And then when you guys get there, you guys can close it.
Perfect. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might be like 3 or 4 exits, but I think there's a median, so there might be 2, right? So I have to double up on that.
Oh.
I'll have to count, I'll get you a count. And then it's just banners, the couple that need updating, and Liz was looking at like a special award banners. She really wanted to get her hands on them, just to make sure, because they were looking at a different style.
Yeah, she wanted to do the teardrops, and I talked to the guy, and he says that those will work. He thinks that those will be really good.
To walk with.
Because they're like, they have like basically a frame all the way up and behind.
Yeah, the big question is just, what if it's a windy day? And that means moving a lot, because it's not down here, it's up in the air and waving a lot, you can't read it.
Yeah, the readability would be an issue.
That's the major issue on those.
Yeah.
So she wanted to see how stable it is, you know, is it gonna move a lot in my hands? Or can you like really?
He doesn't think it's gonna move a lot because it really is like attached to the metal all the way across and up above and a little bit behind.
So you hold them, so that's just the big questions.
Yeah.
What if weather sucks?
And we just need to make sure, I think told us, but we need Central Bank's the main sponsor of the parade, and they'll be the.
And they need a banner.
And they need a banner.
Yeah.
They might still have, I mean, we had one last year for them.
So are you involved with making the banners for those?
Yeah.
So,
Part of my friends is carrying.
yeah, I know, so I guess she.
We have a 1-person banner on this new style, you have 4 guys on there, whatever.
And that's the idea of switching styles, right? Is that it only takes 1 person to carry it.
So we usually don't have bad weather. I know, I mean, hopefully it's not.
That's what you just said.
I think it's. I know, right. Knock on wood, Fran, she was gonna just say, hey guys, special orders are going to be available if you see the award, you need to have someone there. And that's just gonna be the messaging for that.
Yeah.
Whether it's 1 or 2, education, whether 1 on each side.
Also, we need doubles.
Well, that's what they're just thinking. I don't know if you need it, but just, you know, there's 2 sides to the road. If it's a small, you know, it's not that big, maybe it would be best to have 2 still, but that is up for discussion.
You could go to the floats though, so you, well, if you need to bring someone to walk, that would be that.
Well, if someone's sitting on.
It's been haven't the missionaries done it the last couple of years?
The missionaries hold the main banners.
Oh, okay.
But the special award banners was, but we didn't have enough people for last year. So we can still ask for volunteers, but I don't know what special award banner. Yeah, it's like the best show or the most creative.
Yeah, mayor's choice, city council's choice. Those things that you guys go around and vote
Yeah,
on.
but we have big banners for those, so you're saying you're not gonna use the banners?
New ones, yeah, we're making.
So what I'm telling you is the float people are not gonna provide people to walk with their thing that they win. Because they're all on the floor and there's the driver.
Right, we're gonna message this in advance. This is, I mean, we'll be able to have a couple of hands, but that is the hard part
I don't think 12 people will bring people.
Is there something we can attach to the winning entries? Maybe not a flag or a banner, but a magnet or something.
Tie it to the float, so like a float at least has.
Yeah, that's usually the.
Yeah, because then you don't need any extra people.
Yeah, but that doesn't work for anyone that's walking, but for like the floats or the trucks.
Yeah.
Cause that's yeah. So I think there's options.
We need those robots.
Yes, just get the Roombas.
Yeah, so yeah, that was kind of the big question in the banners. If anyone has any leads on flyover and golf carts, and we'll just work with traffic signage. Lane closure as we get closer to that, we're talking about like a loading lane. And where you guys? I think that's it.
We'll have probably probably 5 to 10 sponsors that get free trade. Okay, so it's on the spot, it's on the trade application that they're a sponsor.
Okay.
So once, right now it's just a handful, but once we get all the sponsors, then I'll send out the link and have them fill that out. There's a couple of them, like UDU, that's all they care about.
Yeah.
Is to be in the parade, so.
Oh, you did a great job too, and
Yeah.
they're like your team and they're.
Yeah, Haeli said let's jump into the parade sponsorship. Yeah, there's another one that likes the parade.
Okay. Is that just a case of not necessarily paying them, but just taking sponsor and maybe not have an application fee or something?
Yeah, they just, it's part of their benefits for sponsorship. So, if you sponsor above a certain level, you get free trade entry. Or some people negotiate it as part of their, even if it's not, okay,
Is the police department still planning on doing like the
Motors, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we'll do that.
That's a highlight for sure. And it sounded like maybe the city council was gonna ride with the fire trucks this year.
That's the plan, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Great.
It's good.
What's that?
and city marshals, yeah.
I would bring some cushions because we have to wash them down. Scrambling. On the truck.
On top of the truck.
It has a little bit of apparatus.
Just bring your own pillows.
Yeah, she's already planning on flatbeds for like student marshals, grand marshals.
Okay, awesome. So I got a text from Annie, and she gave me an update on her stuff really quick for the children's craft and entertainment. She said she's reached out to all the vendors on the list that they've used in the past. Most of them have given her a quick invoice with what they did last year. So she needs to narrow it down with on her budget. Scales and Tails are on board and want to know if they'll have shows all 3 days. Last year, she said that they were only scheduled on Thursday and Saturday, but then last minute they were asked to do shows on Friday.
There was some.
So I don't know.
I know we had talked about doing something, filling that Friday more with free stuff. So when people are in the park, there's stuff for kids to do.
Have them do the 3.
I would.
Yeah, okay, well,
Yeah.
we just need to know the times. And last year when I went to them, we had, two spots kind of meeting together for, one was a band and one was a singer, but the same family, and they had a funeral. So at the last minute, they had to back out, and I called like Gail, and Sarah was already coming, and she's too late to get anything together. So I went to the Scales and Tails people, and they said, yeah, we can do it, there's no extra charge. So they were kind enough to do that. And so I think we should just go ahead and schedule it, and then as soon as we know the schedule, we'll go to the right.
Okay, sounds good. I'll let her know. And then she said some have asked when exactly they'll be scheduled on the stage. Does she make a performance schedule?
That's the arts council.
That's arts council.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm sorry, who is it that was asking?
Annie?
She's the children's crafts.
Children's crafts and entertainment.
Yeah, so traditionally, the one who arranged for scale details and any other of the kid, everything on the stage, has kind of built the schedule that they wanted, and then we have filled in around it. And then we just also need to know what time, and Orem's got talent wants to down check and do a little run through, like, is it 3 o'clock, is it 4 o'clock? You know, so we just need to end on time.
Okay, I'll let her know. Then
Yeah, we haven't, we just been kind of doing operations. Just trying to figure out how to write it, we can work on it. Everything else. Which is okay, very much.
I understand. Thankfully, they're local. And then one more thing, she said she heard from their face painter that Friday was really, really dead. So she was wondering if we'd want to do even free face painting that day.
That's just the only conflict of interest with my boutiques on Friday. Because people are paying to get their faces painted on Friday. Yeah. Okay.
Just bring a lot of them.
Okay, I will let her know all this information.
But we do want to, I would tell her, like, we do want to fill something on Friday. Okay, instead of having it open. Because lots of people come and to the information booth going, what is there to forget? And I'm like, woo, pay $1,000 and go to the carnival.
Okay, so yeah, that was everything from Annie. So next, Kenneth, sponsorship and appreciation.
So, appreciation dinner's coming along very well. Muller and Company sponsoring, or we have it at their at the West Perfect, now Canyon Park. So we'll be in one of their buildings. They're very excited about it. I had lunch with them last week and they've got some grand ideas, so.
Oh, great.
We'll see how it goes. Are they syndicated ones, you know? We don't know right now. It would either be Green Hollow or the one we used last year. They're looking at a few others as well. Is the culinary restaurant to do it? They're just, I mean, the last couple of years, they just haven't been available. So we just stopped, gone with them.
Were you able to get in touch with the aides?
Haven't had any. We're gonna ask the ones that Helen Winter from last year to sing at the event. So that's all coming together pretty well. And sponsorships, we're getting pretty close to what we need, but we haven't even got our main sponsor yet or anything like that. So we might do pretty well this year. I don't know, we'll see. We've had a few drop off, few come on, you know, that's usually, still have some COVID scare people that aren't able to join us, like maybe Home Depot, we're still kind of waiting to see what they'll do. And Intermountain Health Care's children's people. Because I'm waiting to see if Home Depot will. Because they're insurance. Yeah, first. I haven't heard back from her, so I didn't so. Yeah, I think that we're coming along pretty good. People are sending us money that I didn't even talk to.
Beautiful.
And the appreciation dinner is up the Friday before.
It's actually gonna be the Friday before, not the Saturday before. That's
okay.
Available. So I think it's the third.
It's where
The old Urban building.
Oh, okay, that's our, we did it. We did it.
Not the same building, no, it's the different
Okay.
building.
Okay.
They did a Christmas holiday party
nice.
and it was beautiful there. So they're very excited. That was my favorite one.
Yeah, the
The
3rd.
3rd of June.
So they're our newest sponsor.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else? Okay, parks.
Okay, I've gone and submitted an order for diamond. It's huge and expensive. I need to know if we are gonna change it or add to it. I'm doing the exact same thing that I have the last couple of years, so that's the same setup for everybody basically. But I need to know fairly quick if we're gonna add to it, because supplies are limited and the cost is gonna go 3 times before the Summerfest gets here or something. So the sooner I get it locked in, the sooner the price stays the same. It's gone up substantial since the last couple of years, so Yeah, if you have anything else that needs to get added in on any of the events that I need to know about tent wise or mainly tents or tables and chairs, that kind of stuff. From what we have already, we have a ton of stuff already, so I can't imagine anything else coming in, but I didn't know that before by the next meeting, probably, so I get that added to the list. So.
Okay. All the personal air conditioning tent, you know.
I'll make a win below that.
Amen.
I can't bring the rain, but, other than that, I think we're just moving forward, a little more on the car show issues with that, and we got to figure out when it gets closer.
Awesome, thank you.
You gonna be able to park with your cars?
Free.
There's no cars, just cars.
Okay, volunteers. Come on. No? Okay, awesome. Entertainment, Charlene.
I talked to a couple of people, it'd be helpful if I have a scale schedule in that. Trevor locked down the sound for us, so that's great, we love that. And he feels let me know when you want words that talent to take the stage on Friday night. And when we were looking at possible substitutions last year for our group that bowed out, there were some things like princess parties and things like that that we could have booked for kids' entertainment, it was just too late. So when we were looking for more kid-oriented things, Arts Council doesn't have this budget, so that would be out of our price range, but.
What does that mean, princess parties?
They have like, people come up dressed like the princess and you can take a picture with them or get their autograph and so, I mean, they look fun to me, but
Like Disney.
we had them at the Freedom Festival, they're pretty pricey. So I guess it just depends on how, you know, we want Friday to look. But if you want to spend money to do it, then we can money to. Other than just as soon as I can get the preferred option for the scales and pedals on the.
Do you want me to have Annie contact you when I send her the reply?
Yeah, the little girls love the princesses, but so do the little boys.
That city council contingency, so if we, I just need to know.
Parents like to take the pictures of the kids with them, but they just book out, you know, part of the.
Just let's know what they cost, I think that would be cool to add in. I do it.
You can also suggest to Annie to reach out to Heroic. That's the mascot, well, the superheroes, not the mascots, but the superheroes that come out. We've had them before. We did that at Freedom Festival quite a bit too.
So that's for the boys, and this is for the girls.
We helped in the parade, we've had those like hoops and jumps. I can't remember the group, it's from one of the schools. That did a bunch of stunts.
Well, that's not a bad idea. That's fun.
One of the families.
I was just thinking about like all the things that are in the parade.
Yeah, that one
They
is
could.
really fun, and my favorite, and they can be stationary, so I'm sure Liz can find that as, I don't know if that'd be what you're
Just some more like fun things that are free for the kids.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, risk management, Jason, he's not here.
He would say just be safe. Yeah.
No dance houses. Hurry down, be the stinky kids.
Felicity.
I think the one thing we need to get on is the Spirit of Orem Awards, start collecting nominations, because that takes a couple months, it feels, to narrow it down and select the winners. And I was thinking this year we focus on unifiers, since, you know, the theme is Orem United. We try to get nominations of people who unite people and bring people together.
I like it.
Are you gonna put that on the city's website?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So with your blessing, I'll put that out next week. All right, we've been blessed.
I think the question is how to unify. I think it'd be important to.
What's that?
Specify how they.
Oh, for sure. That's,
how they unify.
yeah, they have to do a little write-up. And in the past, it's been about the Orem values of like hard work, and there's 3 that we talked about. But I think we really focus on unity so that it fits in with the theme.
Yeah, I love it.
I like that.
And then we'll start the magazine in March. So I'll be hitting you up for that soon. And then we'll just kind of like create the social media plan like we've done in the past to kind of get people excited about the different events.
Awesome. Sounds good. Anything else? Okay.
Have we talked to Rails at Lincoln at all? There was like, you know, soccer game, you know.
Yeah, who's your connection there?
Mary.
Mary, do you want to reach out to her and see
Yeah. That's a great idea.
what,
That'd be really fun.
what they want to do?
Yeah, I'll see.
It'd be fun to get old Beckerman involved somehow. Through EDU.
Good to do. Well, we got Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
They can come.
Purchasing, Trevor, right there.
We got the stems on order, fireworks on order, water contracts are up to date.
How long's our fireworks show?
12 minutes? No, I have no idea. I do not.
Well, actually, I'm digital.
Yeah, 15.
You might say.
That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, public safety.
Nothing.
Nothing? Sounds good. Emergency management, Heath?
I don't have anything else to add tonight. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Heath. City council, Debby.
Just thanks so much. I know that Jill Pugmire's doing a story on Summerfest today. I talked about the carnival and also that theme of unity, which I think is very important in our community. I think. You know, divisions and too much. We got far more common than we have different. So I love the theme and thank you for all of you.
Hey, thank you. And our next will be March 16th. We'll see y'all then. And I move to adjourn.
Second.
He's out of here. It's okay.
Yes, thank you.